Hello everyone, and welcome to this example recording on mesh analysis. So in this example we're going to be focusing on a question that has three meshes, and we're going to be using mesh analysis to determine the currents I1, I2 and I3 in the circuit below. Alright, so let's begin. So we're going to first say KVL mesh 1 So KVL mesh 1, and in the first mesh we're going to move in a clockwise direction. So we're going to start off by saying -6 volts plus 2, and in 2 it will be the current shared is I1 and I2, so it's 2I1 minus I2 plus 10 I1 gives me 0. So if we simplify this, we can say I1 will be 10 plus 2, which is 12 I1 minus 2 I2, and this is going to give us 6. This is our first equation. If we look at KVL mesh 2, right, that's that mesh. So we're going to say 4 multiplied by I2 plus 2 multiplied by I2 minus I1. The current shared there is I2 and I1 for the 2 ohm, plus 1 multiplied by I2 minus I3 plus 8 gives us 0. Right, so if we simplify this circuit, we can say 8 is equals to, then we move everything else to the other side. So in place of I1 will be, for I1 we'll only have one value, which is the minus 2I1. For I2 we're going to have, a value of 4 plus 2, which gives you 6, plus 1, which gives you 7, right, which will be negative. Right, so that's 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 gives you 7, which will be negative. And then for I3, we have one value, which is the negative I3, but moving to the other side it will be positive I3, so plus I3. So that's 2I1 minus 7I2 plus I3 gives you 8, and this is our second equation. If we then look at KVL mesh 3, we will then consider the voltages in mesh 3. So let's start off with the 8. So we're going to say minus 8 plus 1 I3 minus I2, that's the currents shared in the 1 ohm resistor, plus 6 plus 5 times I3, that gives us 0. Right, and if we simplify this expression, we will say negative 8 and 6 will give us a value of negative 2. And in terms of the currents now, we're going to say the current will be I2 on the right hand side, this I2, and then we've got 5I3 plus I3, there will be 6I3, but it will be negative on the other side, so it will be negative 6I3. And to further expand on this, it will be 0I1 plus 1I2 minus 6I3. This is our third equation. Right, now we can solve. So in order for us to solve, we will again select our equation mode. This time we'll select the quadratic expression or equation, which is option 2. and we insert all the coefficients. So the first set of coefficients, I1, I2, 0, I3, and 6. So it will be 12, minus 2, 0, and 6. So 12, minus 2, 0, and 6 is the first set of coefficients. Second equation, the coefficients are 2, minus 7, 1, and 8. So 2, minus 7, 1, and 8. And then in the third equation, the coefficients are 0, 1, minus 6, and minus 2. So 0, 1, minus 6, and minus 2, right? And we now have all the expressions inserted, and we should be able to calculate the values for the currents. And the first current is given as 0,329. So I1 is equals to 0,329 amps. I2 is going to be given by the current negative 1,025 amps. And the final current, I3, is going to be given as 0,162 amps. Right, and these are the values of the currents using mesh analysis. Thank you for watching this video and enjoy the course.